All right, there we go.
We're gonna do what we got with what we got.
Peace. Peace to the gods. I come to bond. Name is Father Shall Born, Eternal Great Mind Love from out of Medina, right here, Brownsmanville. And today's supreme mathematics is knowledge, wisdom, all being born to understanding. I'm just going to briefly touch on something. I was building with my brothers, but now I'm building with all of y'all now. First, before I go, let me say Happy Mother's Day to all the queens. Happy Mother's Civilization Day.
Exactly.
Every day is Mother's Day for us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's what it is. Now, I was building with the brothers about, the 5% Day Renaissance Plan. Cipher See the Truth. You know what I'm saying? The Wisdom Equality Day, 2024. Every God that love this, that say they love the school, it's time to get that school fixed for real. And that's why I presented it at our regular parliament. But here I am at the Medina Parliament, going word for mouth. It's visions with that. It's visions. We work on our school, our main school, which is the legacy of Almighty God. That's knowledge and wisdom today, when it was started. You know what I'm saying? We work on that, and we ain't got to worry about all them other committees, all them other plans are fine. They fine, but now, nation and end. That's knowledge and our power of Almighty God. The first is the last is the first, the Father and Son is one and the same. So it's time to really get that school done. And the reason the duration is made long like that, so there's no excuse. Whereas if you a brother, if you're receiving benefits, public assistance, or whatever, you could save $1 a day up until that time and still have knowledge in 2 ciphers. And you don't have to send no money to nobody. You don't have to make no pledge. All you have to do is be there.
Show up.
You know what I'm saying? At 9:30 to 10 o'clock. And we, the gods, once again, we all agree. That's why I presented at the parliament like that. I didn't go and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my peers and say, yo, this is what we're going to do. No, this is a nation supreme, and we all have to agree. Now, another thing I want to address, just because you cannot find a 99-year lease, you shouldn't advocate that it don't exist. You got to show and prove that. You just can't say that it don't exist and things of that nature. Far as what I know to be true and right and exact, the God Colleen, he said that Lot 29 and Block, 1932 belongs to us, that we own it, that a justice or a judge awarded it to us. Dealing with the science of adverse possession, all of y'all that's in tune with these buildings and stuff like that, you should know what that means. Meaning that you had the land for X amount of time and you've been a caretaker of it, so then they appointed and awarded to you. Now, a judge did that. As far as the store part, this happened in the 70s. It's guards that was there. You could ask Sabu. The lady, Miss Sylvia, that used to have her beauty salon there, came over to the guards and gave that to us. Not the city or anything like that. So when it comes to that school, I'm very, very, very concerned. Because I worked on it myself, me and my brother Prince Supreme, and you probably hear this story all the time. When we worked on that store, no one wanted to help us or anything. This was before my beloved brothers, peace be upon him, C.I. Kill, before Black Sun. It was just me, Prince Supreme, my earth, and his earth. In fact, I used to spend the night in there. I worked on that school so hard for it, you know what I'm saying? My brother even fell through the hole in the floor, and I grabbed him and pulled him up. That's how it was. It used to be raccoons and all type of stuff in the ceiling of that school. There's a history to this. Now, going back a little bit, I've been around many of brothers, Black Prince from Medina, inside the bill that I gave to everybody, I spoke about 20 to 25 years and brothers, saying they're gonna raise money in the name of building this school and fixing this school. And listen what I said, 20 to 25 years, and it still hasn't been done yet, y'all. We still haven't seen it come into fruition yet. So that's why I took the initiative, led the charge, and brought this 5% Day of Renaissance up. And like I said, if you really want to get it fixed, we can get it done, the gods. And if my sisters, my beloved queens and earths want to add on, surely you can, you know. But I'm asking the gods, because if we get 500 gods, like I said, that's $50,000 cash. Then we could go, we could even use one of the engineers that one of the brothers got from their committee and stuff. You know, I seen a lot of their paperwork and stuff like that. We can even use one of them. But we, the guards, want to do it. We don't want to sit up at home away from no mystery guard, or we don't want nobody to give us no money or get a loan. You know why? Because if we get a loan and you don't pay it back, we don't no longer have no school. Understand that, you know? And you need to understand it. And there's things we could do with that school for now. And then you could build around it. You know, that school should be made a landmark. It can't be made a landmark. Why? Because it needs to be brought up to building code. Okay? It really needs to be brought up to building code. And we have the great minds and we have the manpower to do it. I know, I'm going to rewind the tape back a little bit more, because at the same time we was working and fixing on the store, my brother, Be a Law Man, Supreme, and all of them was working next door. And again, you know, fixing the school. And that's when my brother Black Son brought 100 boards of sheetrock for both the store and that side. And do you know, brothers are so shiesty, I'm gonna say, they wouldn't help bring the material in. Shout out to my sister, Earthly Jews. That queen began to help the guards bring them sheetrock in, okay? And it was plenty of guards. Y'all know how it be in Mecca. Plenty of guards hanging around and stuff like that, you know? And it ain't just me and Prince of Free that was working on that school. My brother, Ali Shamina, from a law born from Albany, him and his physical, Nabar, it was a bunch of us. The guard Manifest, the first one that corrected all the wiring in the school and stuff like that. You know, and I know it was more before me and plenty that came after me, and it will also be. But my job is to make sure that school get fixed along with the rest of y'all, and that it's able to stand for another 50 years, 100 years, you know? And this is, we have to do it. And you're talking about, yeah, but we need a building with a lot of classes. God, we have prime real estate right there. On the side of the store, there's a second floor, okay? On the other side, where the school is at, you could put 3 rooms up there. You could put 2 classrooms and make a kitchenette with steps to go down in the back for the earths. What's the problem? For real, what's the problem? What are we waiting for? And then if you're saying that you got construction companies and all this stuff, my question to you, why you never stepped up and led the charge and got the school fixed years ago? Instead of talking about where we should tear it down and do this and that or whatever. And I'm not slinging out nobody. I'm talking in general right now. All right? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking in general. Because what has been always will be, regardless of whom or what. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say it again. We can make a second floor on the other side of the school and put 3 rooms up there. 2 could be a classroom, and the other one could be a kitchenette to go down. And you ain't got to tear nothing up. You know, my other question to the nation is this. You know, I sat there and I watched the video and I spoke with some of the guards that was involved with that. And it was like a little teeter-totter game, you know, putting this crew down or putting their engineer down saying his credentials ain't right and exact and this and that, you know. This is the game that we playing. So when that's going on, I'm sitting back wondering, what are we trying to do? Are we trying to wait for the school to collapse? Perhaps could it be that? I'm keeping it real with you. You know what I'm saying? Could it be that? Because I remember my big brothers, the firstborn, first fruit, some of the 50 greats that's not here, peace be upon all of them. You know what I'm saying? And sisters too, alike, you know, telling me that there's many of people waiting for people to go home.
Wow.
Waiting for people to go home so they could try to change their agenda. And this is why Jakey Mathematics told me personally, as he used to always address me, my man, there he is, my man, and tell me, Shaban, keep doing what you're doing, and whatever you do, don't let nobody change the law's teachings. And that's what I'm here to do. You know, I'm here to do that, and all the other stuff that's going on, it'll all be taken care of. And this is the right way to do it, because when you building a house, or you adding on, regardless of whom or what, you got to start with the foundation. You know, you don't want to build around our school and it's looking like that. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to wait, because right now, we don't have time. It's not on our side like that. I told you in my bill that the school won't last, and I meant that. I meant that. You know, you hear tells and people telling you that it's just the existing wall. Nah, you go down in that basement. Don't take me on face value. That's your school too. Ask to be let down in that basement and do the knowledge. Because this is serious, man. Our cipher, we're going to see the truth. With you or without you, whoever you be. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm around, it's going to get done. And I'm going to keep pressing it. And oh, don't think I forgot about the economic plan, but it's a time and a season for everything. It ain't the time for that. When the school get fixed, when we got children inside there, and when I say children, I mean 18 years and younger. You know? And all of y'all that been around and know the true history of this nation, y'all know Allah ain't have nobody hanging up in that school around him. Y'all know that. He would tell them, son, go out and teach. I don't want you around here. They still here. Go ahead, go ask Black Seed. Go ask Brown Seed, Shamgar. Ask God Supreme. Ask ABG. Word up. Ask all them brothers that's still here. And there's a lot more. Ask them. Ask Subar, Sifu. Ask any one of them. Ask Freedom. So I'm sitting here building with y'all, man. You know, because this is serious, man. Come on. We great minds. We the gods. And our school is in the condition it's in. Then you got people online making mockery and stuff like that. You know, you're not coming with a solution to the problem.
You create one.
You know, and I don't worry about that, because my job is to destroy the devil in one day, every chance I get. You know, every chance I get, man. And another thing, this is very important. All 11 reasons, this is very important. Please listen to me. If you're coming to the annual Universal Show and Prove, please be advised, there will be no congregating outside on that block, period. If your car's parked on that block, it's the same goes. Don't get in your car and be doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing, because we are being watched. Basically, they really don't want us there. You know what I'm saying? Now that they seen people doing things that they was doing that made us lose Harriet Tubman, and the law is going to be enforced. So all 11 regions, all my brothers and sisters, you know, whatever you be doing, don't come on the block doing it. And it's a school, so automatically the school, there's no drugs on the school premises anyway. Okay? Of no kind. No equality, whatever you're doing, you know. And we had a little shenanigans, but that individual was a coward. I stopped the parliament while my brother Tamari was building and had to address something. I went into the bathroom and somebody was in there smoking a cigarette. And the thing was, they purposely did it because it was still smoking a little bit and you smelled it. As security came in there with me, I told him, pull a tape. You know why I told him pull a tape? Because that individual If we find who you is, example gonna be made. Know that.
Indeed.
Example gonna be made. Ain't no more playing games with this.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you on that.
No? And with that, I'm gonna say peace.
Peace. Looking at you.
Bill, God, somebody, Bill. That's a cipher.
You gonna get a seat.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You got a hot seat.
As we all know, today's supreme mathematics is knowledge, wisdom, all being born and understanding. So I appreciate you building like that, God, because we have to see things for what it is. And if we see it in school like that, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So you really gotta add on to that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Like, so as far as like knowledge and wisdom, understanding, supreme mathematics, I see that as like the order. Everything has to be done in its right order. You know, and that's understanding to me. You know what I'm saying? You don't put the wisdom before the knowledge. Because doing that, that means you just speaking on things that you don't even know of. So, with that being said, I'm with the bro. Let's add on to the school, and let's bring the babies back there. You know? So, peace.
Peace.
Peace, peace. I want to thank you for coming, God, and building. A lot of people ain't here, and we set this place up. Put the camera around, please, God, to see how nice a place that we're in. I had knowledge for a while, and I had never been in a more nicer atmosphere, conducive for our culture. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not anti-pro-black. All cultures are represented in here, of the original diaspora. We don't have the culture see because it's all over there in the streets. That's he got his culture, his civilization. But our great civilizations, this is what we're doing now. We're building a nation. You know, people think the thing has already been built. It's been nation time and always will be nation time. Because the devil teaches our children to be other than ourselves, and we let them. The lesson says, tell us why the devil teach that. Because he decided to make slaves out of all you can. So you rob them and live in luxury. We're losing our generation of soldiers. Because they're being other not only than themselves, they're being other than their sex. You know, the biggest crime is not having a person know their heritage and knowledge of themselves. But bigger crime is to lead them other than their gender. And it's crazy because we're trying to produce, and if we be genderless, then we're not gonna reproduce. We have a room being built next door. When I mean next door, I mean the next room over. That's gonna be for our children.
That's peace.
And I want the people there to come and bring your children. We're probably gonna make it August. The reason why next second Sunday is a show and prove. So we're not gonna be here. Then in July, the 14th, that's gonna be the Philly Day. So August, we're gonna be able to be in there on the 23rd of this month. It's a grand opening for that room at 5:30. Anybody interested in the ribbon cutting of that room, you know, it's gonna be a very nice atmosphere for our children and for ourselves and for the community. You know, we have opportunity to use this building more than one day, but we have to get enough people to come here. You know, ain't no volunteer, because this is your duty to step up and start doing your duty. You know, we shouldn't have to tell you what you have to do. My job here is to make sure we have a place so we can do it, because we was in a place already over there in law school, MEDINA, and we was giving them money and they were never fixing it up. I didn't see no growth and development there, even though it got great potential, and I know a history of it with Aqua, and I hate to see it go. You know what I'm saying? But when I found this place here, I said, wow, this is a big step up. You know, atmosphere means a whole lot. You know, This is a good atmosphere to come in, you know. I think maybe because it's Mother's Day and some miscommunication, because I was told that people were advocating that we wasn't going to have a rally here, but we are not going to have one next month, that's for sure. And July, we shouldn't have one either. I'm going to vote not to have it because of the Philly trip. You know what I'm saying? So that room that we've fixed up, and it's a multimedia room. You know, we're getting a projector put up in the ceiling and come down, and it'll be done by then. We want you to bring your children here. We have beautiful Umi Earth. She has 2 learning centers for children, and she's going to bring material and food for the children. And we're going to have the right foods for once. Some children will be eating the right foods for the first time in their life. You know, the first thing you do when you come to announce yourself, you check your dietary. And we're high on dietary, and it starts with your children, you know. So we want healthy, strong, and good buildings, and breeders, you know. And this is the duty of the old, you know, to pave a way for the young, but not to do what we want them to do. The Father said, your ideas did what they had to do. He says, tell the children what to fight for, and they'll win their own battles. So this is an atmosphere for people to come up and start learning about their heritage. We're not being taught in the school. Because that also says, tell us why the devil teach that, right? But then it says, why the devil teach and keep our people illiterate. You know, he teaches and keeps our people. People sleep on it. He not just teaches, he keeps the programming. This programming is so subtle that it's being done by the parents. No longer does the devil have to teach. The parents teach. Ain't no devil told me that the Santa Claus was coming through no chimney. We didn't even have a chimney. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
but this is what was taught to me when I was a kid. Crazy. You know, I can't remember exactly, but I know I was heartbroken when there was no Santa Claus. But that's how deep, see, that's how they start with that. And the Tooth Fairy, the God, it really, anyways, it said. And this all makes it nice and easy for them to put that mystery guard on you. Because you're already caught up in mysteries. You know, like Santa Claus is like the mystery guard for the kids. He's checking his list and checking it twice. He's going to find out who's naughty or nice. So that mystery guard, what you doing?